Okay, problem 5. A water main is to be constructed with at 20% grade, okay, in the north direction. So we already have the sketch. Let's just draw it. Okay, so let's say this is a south-north direction. Okay, so the grade is 20%, which means the height over the horizontal distance is 0.2. Okay, so you read the question, determine the angle, right? Determine the angle. So the angle between two parts of a water pipe, right? It will not be affected if you change the length of the water pipe. Okay, the water pipe is longer, a bit shorter, the angle doesn't change. So that's why you can assume the length of the water pipe here. Okay, because the height over horizontal distance is 0.2, so let's make it simple. It's the height is 2, the horizontal distance is 10. Okay, so let's say this is the north direction. And then a 10% grade in the east direction. Okay, and then a 10% grade in the east direction. Okay, so let's make the same. We also make some assumption about the length. The horizontal distance is 10, the vertical, the height is 1. Okay, now determine the angle. So what we want is this angle theta between them. Okay. So how can we get the theta? Remember, right? Theta, we have the dot product formula, right? In the dot product formula, it's easy to get theta. So here we need to construct our own vector models, right? We need to create our own three-dimensional coordinates. So how to create that? So we can choose this to be our origin, right? We can choose this to be our origin. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. Okay, and this first part, right, we can take this vector, and this second part, we can treat it as this vector, right? Let's say this is vector u, this is vector v. Okay, so here u is actually along the x-axis, it's 10, right? The y-axis, it's 0. At z-axis, it's -2. Okay, this is vector u. Vector v along the x-axis, it's 0. Y-axis, it's 10. Z-axis, it's 1. Okay, so now let's get cosine theta is u dot v over length of u, length of v. Okay, it's 10, 0, -2, dot 0, 10, 1 over length of u. Times length of v. Okay, you can do the calculation. Right, you can do the calculation. It's going to be -2 over square root of 104 times square root of 101. Okay, so theta, right? Then you get a result. Then you use theta, right? Theta is arc cosine that value, so you can get theta. Theta is around 91.12 degrees. Okay, so this is the answer. But you can see the answer provided in the solution is actually, right, the answer provided is actually 88.88, right, which is exactly 180 minus this theta. I think it's because there are two different understandings, right? What do you mean the angle? The angle, you can treat it as theta, right? This is the angle, okay? This is the angle between the two parts. Or it's the angle you turn one water pipe, right, towards the other direction so that the entire water pipe is straight. So you can also treat it as this, right? You can extend V, okay, and you can also treat this as your theta. So if you treat that as your theta, then you will get this solution. Okay, if you treat that as a theta, you will get this solution. But I don't think this is the most important part of this question. The most important part of this question is, you can construct your own vector models, okay, to get the angle between two vectors. So anyways, I think both are correct. Both of these two answers are correct.